After watching the counseling sessions, they were pretty familiar about what I expected for the counseling session to be like. I think the most surprising thing to me was it wasn't a advice giving session. It was more of a, we're going to talk this thing out. As far as I'm going to ask you questions and you're going to answer the questions and to give me a better intel of what's going on. I kind of had a feeling that it was going to be okay. So here's the problem, here's your answer, kind of thing. In the counseling session, it wasn't like that. I think one of the characteristics that I noticed from the reading that I saw in the videos was the assessments. Each counselor did assessment. I did notice in the first video, he did also have a treatment plan and an intervention in action. Um, I also noticed that the counselor in the second video did establish a relationship by, saying her name and thanking her for coming to the counseling session. Also, too, they did a lot of check for understanding, so they would reflect on what was said. So, if a client said something they didn't like, and the client said something that they didn't like in the situation they had going on, the counselor would basically summarize it. Say, okay, so basically you feel this way, and the client would either agree or tweak the answer to better fit what they felt. Um, I think the difference between some differences and similarities I've seen between the three counselors. A similarity I saw was all of them gave physical affirmation, so they all, gave head nods that showed the client that they were um, understanding, they were following them. The first video was the only video that I noticed that gave a treatment plan and an intervention in action. All other counselors checked for understanding. Video two kind of talked more about what the client was already doing. So, how was she trying to build relationships there at the school that she was at? In video three, he used his hands when he talked. That's one thing I did notice about him, and it also talked about her previous experiences. One question that I have about a counseling session would be, I think that, you know, would it ever be appropriate to give advice? Um, from what I was seeing in the counseling session, and it may just be because it was small snippets of the session, would I ever give any kind of advice to a client? Like, okay, well, since you're dealing with this, maybe you should try this, or would it all be, trying to let the client, fill out what was going on?